What's up? So, how to promote your music on a budget? On a budget, I'm gonna assume that you just started and you don't want to invest too much into your craft until you know there's at least some kind of method you can take to go about it. Right here, I'm in YouTube Studio Beta, and it gives you this real time graph to show you pretty much even the last 60 minutes of when you got a view on your video. Now, pay attention. A lot of the videos that you make will be duds, right? Like what you want to focus on is views over time. So let's say your video started off at one view, right? But then you notice maybe after a year it's accumulated 200 to 500 views. And because of that, it just keeps getting pushed up in the algorithm. So even if you have to wait a year for that video, eventually that video came up because that's the video that people are generally looking for. Now, you don't have to just make music. You can go about it by making tutorials for you know audio or whatever you do or some kind of thing, and then pull that in and combine that with your music. Or you can just do music if you know what people are wanting to hear. Generally speaking, people are wanting to hear artists that sound like their favorite artist. So what you want to do is go into your YouTube studio or your SoundCloud graph. I don't know what it is on SoundCloud, but I'm assuming SoundCloud has one, whatever you're using. Then go to your analytics, right? And then you'll get all the research that you need. What I did was I clicked this right here, see real time, and I can generally see which videos would be making me money if I monetized it. So a video like this one, it's getting some views over here, and and I made this like February 6th, 2019, right? And it's still getting views, and 11 people in one day. I mean, that's pretty good to me. Just starting off, you know what I'm saying? But imagine like 100 videos like that. And generally speaking, even with YouTube, that's just how you gain an audience. And over time, if your video, now you got to put out quality content. If your video's good, if it's what people wanted, and if it actually helped, if you're making tutorials, then they will subscribe to you, and then they might check out your content. And if they like your personality, then they'll keep checking it out. You know what I'm saying? And it goes the same way with music. I haven't like just done music tracks, but I know, just because I know it's already hard to do that, to just put out a music track and then have somebody click on it. Generally speaking, you would literally either have to get into the beat game, like type beats and stuff, or you'd have to kind of work off of somebody else's name that's already established and put that in the name of your music video. Maybe make reactions, you know what I'm saying? And then have your music at the end. I know a lot of people do that, and I feel like that's like kind of watered down a little bit, mainly because I think people expect it, but you can try it and it might work for you, because what works for somebody else, they might not have the swagger for it. Let's be real. And it might work for you. And that's also something that has to be put into account. Like the way you look, that's actually very important. And then what I would say is, don't worry about being consistent whenever you upload your music or whatever it is, a video, whatever you choose. But don't worry about being you know overproductive. Like, you can upload once a week, but you don't have to upload every day unless that's your consistency. But if your consistency is uploading once a week, your fans will get that down as long as you do it and you tell them about it. You know what I'm saying? They'll be expecting it. They'll know when everything's happening. So a pretty cool schedule would definitely help out. It'd definitely be essential. In this video I made October 5th, got 5 views. Generally speaking, today. So um it's actually it's a really good method to go about things, and you can really get some some good ad revenue if you do this right. I'm not saying it's gonna be like, the best of the best ad revenue, but I'm saying like it could definitely help you out. I mean, $100 every 5 months. Who doesn't want that? And then the better you get at this, by using YouTube Trends, looking up other people's videos that'll get you more informed, um, and the more you stay on trends with your videos, um, the more it'll just increase over time, because as you could see, it's an overtime thing. It's not like this overnight thing, it's this overtime thing. And eventually you could actually be getting money instead of spending money to buy promotion on your stuff. It's generally just paying attention to this stuff, and then working your way, finding your own way, because what works for one person won't work for you. And it's the same thing with music. You just gotta find what works for you, because putting out a track that might not work for you, putting out a music video that might not work for you, um, but putting out a tutorial, and then putting out a music video on a separate video, uploading that, your fans might like that. Or putting the music at the end of the tutorial, or and whatnot, or linking stuff together with cards in the video, learning all that stuff, having in videos, you know what I'm saying, those boxes with in videos, all that stuff just helps build upon your past videos. And it's just pretty much gaining views from previous subscribers. And if previous viewers, not subscribers yet, they're not subscribed yet, but if they keep on watching, you know what I'm saying, they might have more of an incentive to subscribe, because if you gave something a chance once, you know what I'm saying, and then you give it a chance again, you're like seeing more of who that person is. And personality can definitely play key into getting someone to subscribe and like who you are, or like your music. I'd say people become fans of people now because they like their character more than the music. But the music does play a part. Like, it's not just you don't have to be just like online about it. You could definitely go about doing open mic nights and stuff like that, and tours and stuff. But there's a lot of scams you got to pay attention for, especially on social media. um so pay attention for that stuff if you go that route too. But if you're doing that more than one thing, then eventually, I mean, something might happen. I can't say that it will. Disclaimer: you probably won't get famous off of this, but you could probably get going off of this. You know what I'm saying? Get going off of this, and you could very well get famous off of this. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just something that you really gotta put energy into, and it's not something that you can give up overnight if you want to obtain it. It's something you have to stick with, and that's the most important thing. It's something that you have to make mistakes on, and then once you make the mistakes, you learn from the mistakes, and then you just keep on growing after that. I feel like if you a lot of people get discouraged if they make one mistake, like they're not where they're at, where they thought they would be a year later. You know what I'm saying? But that just means you have to perfect something in your craft. And there's two different types of crafts: your music craft and your craft of getting your stuff out there. Um, which is something that can really be forgotten about, because you'd expect it to be if this is the best rapper, right? But nobody hears them. It's because probably they focus most of their time on perfecting their craft, and they think that's just it's really just an ego thing. They think they're the next big thing, and that in itself will embody itself for them to get big. That's actually not true. You have to work in different several ways, and you have to even network with people sometimes, and just to get your stuff out there. Like, never make enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see, all it takes is your enemy to make a YouTube video just like yours, and then they can take your flair, your views, stuff like that can happen. I've seen stuff like that happen. So it's important to, generally speaking, lay low, do it laying low, I would say. But never be afraid, because you gotta compete. I mean, YouTube is competitive. Either way, you're gonna be ended up competing with somebody. I'm just saying, you don't want to purposely do that. You know what I'm saying? Because then you never know what might happen. It's just not it's not something you want to do. But this right here is my promotion tips on how to promote music on YouTube. Through the algorithm, just looking at your algorithm in the Studio Beta. That's pretty much how you do it. That's how I do it if you are on a budget. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this helps you. Don't forget to subscribe. And Dreams PS4, that's a game that allows you to make music, beats, games, animations for your music video. And I'll have that tutorial at the end of this video if you want to learn how to make beats and stuff. It's all on my channel playlist, even Cakewalk tutorials. That's the DAW that I use. So if you need help mixing and mastering your music, EQ and I have the best EQ tutorials. Just go to my channel playlist, look for the Cakewalk playlist and whatnot. And then the Dreams PS4 tutorials, if you want to learn how to make games and stuff, all that stuff. That stuff is on my channel playlist too. So that's what you're subscribing for, is Dreams PS4 and audio tutorials and stuff like this for your raps tutorials, how to get your stuff out there and stuff. So thanks so much for giving me your time. Peace out. What is up? Dreams PS4 is this game that allows you to create games, music, animations like for your music videos, and a whole lot more, artwork, almost anything you can think of. Yes, you can learn how to make games, and I have tutorials for it in my channel playlist. This right here should be a cakewalk or some kind of audio tutorial, but for the most part, I'm just gonna lay something down. This is how you would record your tracks within this. As you can see, there's wavelengths, and I'm just gonna lay that down, and then I'm gonna show you guys some of the effects you can use. Mainly the ones that I want to show you is that there's a compressor and of course an EQ. You turn it on like that, and then here's my recording, and then you pretty much it works. It's a digital audio workstation for your PS4. And again, some of the games that I created are as follows right here, and then you can upload all your work to this thing that's, I guess, the SoundCloud of this game, Dream Surfing, right here. You can upload it all right here. You can upload your games up here if you want to, or music or whatever you create. So that's the SoundCloud YouTube/upload server, and then you can grow your name right here, get followers, whatnot. And yes, this is for the PS4, created by Media Molecule, the creators of Little Big Planet. This is a good game, guys. Good game. And as for the games it comes with tutorials. I have tutorials in my channel playlist also. All I gotta do is show you the game that I'm creating. Let me go ahead and show you, that's a new character, actually. I'm gonna try to find the one where it's, there you go. And yeah, I created this. So, if you're interested in creating, feel free to subscribe for this and more audio content. I either put this at the end of the video or at the beginning of the video, this video, so whatever I chose.